Hi everyone, welcome to watergoddesstarot. So today we are looking into messages from Shiv Shakti. For the same we have 3 images, 3 piles to choose from. I'll show you the close-ups as well. This is pile number 1. This is pile number 2. And this is pile number 3. You can pause the video, take your time and choose the image that you feel drawn to the most intuitively. Meanwhile, let's just begin with pile number 1. Hi pile number 1, welcome to your reading. So let's figure out what messages we have for you from Shiv Shakti. We have Knight of Pentacles upright. Reconsider, that says no, not now. Then we have Ace of Cups in reverse, the Tower in reverse, Priestess of Healing Waters. I will cover this up and I'll place it here. And we have Dharna upright. Now pile number 1, first and foremost, Shiv Shakti wants you to know that there is a lot of success that's in store for you, that you're attracting for yourself in the coming months, okay? They want you to remember that slow and steady wins the race, and every small step that you take towards completing your goals, every step that you take towards moving forward in life, it is all going to sum up to what you have been praying for all this while. So there's a huge glow up in your career that's in store for you, and you will be blessed in abundance. All you got to do is be consistent, continue with what you're doing, stay true to who you are, and be as dedicated and determined as possible. Because it's your determination, it's your resilience that's going to bring you a very stable kind of a success. That kind of success that's going to last for a very long time. Okay? This is not something that's going to happen for you overnight. This is not something that's by fluke. This is purely out of your hard work. Okay, purely out of the effort that you have been putting in for so many years. So Shiv Shakti is simply telling you that you will see the light of the day, and in the coming months you will witness yourself becoming the number 1 in your field of work or achieving something really big in your career. There's definite career glow up that I see for you, okay? Now here, what Shiv Shakti wants to tell you is that do not try to control your life. Do not try to micromanage so much that you're fighting with the divine. Understand that change is a part of life. Endings are a part of life. If something is meant to not work out, it is not meant for you in that given moment and time. Because Shiv Shakti is not saying that no, it's not for you at all. Shiv Shakti is saying that no, not now. Not now doesn't mean never. It just simply means that it is not in alignment with you, or it's not in alignment with what you're supposed to have in the current timeline. So the giveaway of all of this is very clear. If something is not working out for you, if you're experiencing some kind of delays, redirections or rejections, it is because this is not the right time for you to receive that particular thing, opportunity or a person. So for example, if you end a connection with someone, be it romantic or platonic, out of nowhere, it's not because that connection is not right for you. It's simply that the particular connection is not right for you in this given moment. And there is an airplane overhead. So this tells me maybe it can even be a travel plan that gets cancelled all of a sudden, or somebody living at a distance and maybe they were coming to see you and it just got cancelled last minute. Or maybe you wanted an admission somewhere outside of your current city or country and it ends up not working out. Or another example that I'm getting is that you have a long distance relationship, okay, or a friendship that just crashed out of nowhere. It was very sudden. It could actually affect any area of your life. What you got to understand is that you not getting something is not a rejection, okay? Certain things, people, places, outcomes, situations not working out for you or leaving your life are simply happening because that's how it is supposed to. Because this entire process of redirection and temporary rejection is important for the evolution or the growth of your soul, okay? If this tower moment is not going to happen, if these sudden changes are not going to happen in your life, you will not step up to who you are meant to be in this lifetime. I want to tell you that yes, you're very hardworking, yes, you're very diligent, but you're also someone who likes to be in your comfort zone. You're also someone who likes to know what's happening, who wants security. Security and stability is something that's very important for you. But here, Shiv Shakti is clearly telling you that sometimes you have to live in that moment of uncertainty to be able to become a better version of yourself. You cannot have all the cards laid in front of you, no matter how many readings you get, no matter how many videos you watch, no matter how much you self-study. If there's something that you're not supposed to know in a given time, then that is it. If Shiv Shakti has decided that you're not supposed to know, then you're not supposed to know. Because if you know everything, how will you work towards attaining something, or how will you work towards stepping up? That's what they want. Let me tell you very clearly. They want you to learn the art of detachment. They want you to learn how to surrender. And when you detach from something or someone, it doesn't mean that you're turning cold towards that person. It's just that you are loosening up on that attachment or that fear that's associated with what if I do not get this particular thing or this particular person. Okay, a large part of us makes us feel that, oh, we are going to die. Oh, we'll not be able to make it. We'll not be able to live without it. And it's just going to crush our soul. Yes, all of this is going to happen. But it is going to be for the destruction of your ego. It is going to be for the destruction of what doesn't serve you any longer. So that the purity within you can come to surface. So that that entire process of cleansing can take place. And how will cleansing take place unless something is going to go out of your life? And let me be very clear. Sometimes it's not just the other person. Sometimes it's even us. All right? So you cannot sit here and blame that, oh, that particular person was not right for me. That's why this happened. Or, oh, that particular opportunity was not right for me. That's why this happened. Every person is probably a lesson, a mirror to show us where we need to work upon. So if today you're triggering me, it's because I'm choosing to get triggered by you. So there's something unsettling within me that got triggered by something that you did or something that you said. And that is what the universe is wanting you to work on. I don't know why, but I feel that There's a lot of healing that needs to be done, and this healing is very much around your emotions. Okay, maybe you have a habit of suppressing your emotions or your feelings, or you keep yourself so busy that you do not have time to actually address the core of the issues that you've been dealing with all your life. Because there's some blockages around your emotions that I can sense for you. This applies to you even if you're someone who's very sensitive, or you feel that, you know what, I can feel feelings, I love my emotions, I'm really deep. Yes, you are, but there's a large part of you that you are choosing to not face. So whatever redirections are happening or have happened in your life, Shiv Shakti wants you to know that they have happened only for you to be able to have that balance between your feminine and your masculine energies. Okay? And you are someone who is first meant to heal, and then you're meant to shine your light on the world by sharing your experience, by being vocal about whatever pain, trauma, and difficulty you have been through in your life, so that you can connect with the right people, or your story can reach the right audience. Understand, this is a very, I'd say, sacred purpose that you're carrying in this lifetime, where you're first meant to work on your own healing journey, on your childhood wounds, on your past life wounds, on the wounds that, the wounds that have been going on in your lineage for lifetimes. You're the one who's supposed to transmute that pain into power. And how are you going to do it? You're going to do that through your emotions. You're going to do that by feeling your feelings, by purging, by crying, by processing your emotions, by being vulnerable, by allowing your sensitivity to flow like water, by learning to love even those parts of yourself that you find not so very appealing. Shiv Shakti wants you to fall in love with the whole of who you are, and not just your selective accomplishments or things that you're good at. You're not your career, you're not your success. You're not the car you drive, you're not the home that you live in, you're not the money you make. You're a soul. At the end of the day, you're not going to take all your valuables with you when you're going to leave from this planet. It's just your soul. And that's the kind of depth that Shiv Shakti wants you to understand about life, about death, about your purpose, about what you're clinging on to, or how you use things or people to validate you of how good you are, of how worthy you are. Are you placing your self-worth on objects, on status, on money, on wealth, on your accomplishments? Because if you're doing that, it's temporary. You're here to work on your soul. And this is the large part of your existence that you're going to understand as in when you're going to go within, as in when you're going to spend time in some deep self-reflection. And that's only going to happen through isolation. This doesn't mean that you got to lock yourself in your room and not see another person for days. No. Spend time with yourself. Enjoy that silence, because initially that silence is going to be very difficult, but soon you're going to make peace with it, and that is when the actual conversation is going to happen between you, your higher self, your spirit guides, the Shiv Shakti that resides within you. We all have feminine and masculine within us, the energies. We all have our set of demons also within us. Now, whatever you're going to water more is what's going to flourish more, right? So Shiv Shakti over here is telling you that you have healing abilities. Your energy is very healing. You're here to help not just yourself, but also the environment, the world at large. And that is something that you're going to figure out with time, as in when you will start investing in working on your own self and addressing your feelings, your emotions, your shortcomings, and making peace with every bit of you, even those pieces of you that you're not very fond of. The more you're going to embrace yourself, the more purging is going to happen, the more cleansing and clearing is going to happen. And when this is going to happen, the initial process might seem to be very difficult, but after that, what's going to come out of you is going to be pure bliss, pure joy, true divinity. Okay? I also feel that you have the power of manifesting beautifully by using water. So speak to your water before you drink and say that in present tense. It's really, really, really going to do wonders for you. On the night of the full moon, you can place a bottle of water under the moonlight and drink that water the next day, or you can place a bucket of water and use that bucket of water to take shower the next day. If you're someone who loves to go for a swim or who likes to spend time in water, do it, because that's equivalent to therapy for you. Especially when you're not able to understand your own feelings and emotions, go for a swim. If you cannot go for a swim, then lie down in your bathtub. If you do not have a bathtub, then just open up your shower and take a cold shower. If you do not have shower, then of course you'll be having a bucket, right? And a mug. Use it. Use a little bit of Epsom salt also. Dip your feet in Epsom salt water. Use hot water when you're dipping your feet in Epsom salt water, when you're soaking your feet. It's going to take away the negative energy and it's going to just make you feel lighter. And you are someone who needs to drink more water as compared to the people around you. It's very important for you. It doesn't really matter who functions and how much water, but please drink water. Even when you're listening to this reading, you need to drink water. Because the more water you're going to drink, the more cleansing is going to happen. You have a lot of stuck energy around your heart center. Either you're running away from pain, or you're running away from processing pain, or you are scared of getting hurt in life, or you have built a solid wall around your heart chakra where you don't allow people to come, or you don't allow people to see through you. That is not a defense mechanism. That is now backfiring, because having boundaries and closing yourself off are two different things, right? Lastly, Shiv Shakti is telling you that you need to focus more in terms of what you're doing and doing it, rather than procrastinating about it and not doing anything in your everyday life. Okay? Stay committed to whatever you want in life. So for example, if you set your mind to working out every single day, even if it's for just half an hour, then make sure that you're working out every single day for half an hour. For some of you, it could be just 20 minutes of yoga. It could be anything. I'm just throwing random examples over here. Because when you will set small goals for yourself and you'll achieve them on a daily basis, you will see a huge difference in your confidence, in your vibrations, in the way you carry yourself after a month of accomplishing one single thing every day of your life. It's going to have a solid positive impact on your mind, okay? you're going to feel more driven, you're going to feel more excited towards life. And gradually you're also going to get clearer in regards to what path you want to choose for yourself. And in this process of you figuring yourself out and moving ahead in your journey, if something or somebody comes in the way of your growth, please feel free to remove that particular person or thing or situation or energy from your life. Shiv Shakti really wants you to focus on moving forward in life. This is not the time for you to get distracted by anything whatsoever. Anything that is distracting you from your goals, anything that is distracting you from where you want to be in life. You are being asked to remove that thing, person, or whatever from your life. And this could be your own energy, your own patterns, your way of dealing with situations as well. So if you are addicted to procrastination and leaving everything on tomorrow and then pushing yourself and still not doing it, you got to fix it. And only you can do it. Nobody else can do it for you. So you got to train your mind. Tell yourself that you will do it and do it. And that's how you're going to become friends with your mind. That's how you're going to train your mind to actually do what you got to do. So if you tell your mind that I'm going to wake up at, maybe say, I'm not giving you 5 o'clock ka example, I'm not giving you that. Maybe you're someone who's a night owl and you want to get up at say 8 or 9, and you're someone who wakes up usually at 11 or 12. But you're telling yourself that, you know what, tomorrow I'm going to wake up at 8 o'clock. Then even if you're sleeping at 4 o'clock, wake up at 8 o'clock. From the next day onwards, you're naturally going to sleep early. And that's how you're going to train your mind to do that particular thing every single day. Okay? Focus. You really, really, really need to focus. Because if you focus at this point of time, you have no idea. You are here to experience the beauty and the bliss of what life can offer, both in sense of, you know, this materialistic way of life and also the spiritual way of life. You're going to be blessed beautifully. So if you want to make the most of this life of yours, then you got to do what you actually got to do. All right? So yes, as of now, this is what I have for you, pile number 1. I hope you liked your reading. If you did, please do like, share, comment and subscribe. Turn the notification bell on so that whenever I post next, you get notified. If you'd like to book a private reading with me, you can do that via Instagram and email. The details for both is in my description box below. I'll catch up with you in the next reading. See ya! Hi pile number 2, welcome to your reading. So let's figure out what messages we have for you from Shiv Shakti. We have 7 of Swords in reverse, Ganesha upright. Yes, that says you are on the right path. Then we have third eye, knowledge and intuition. I'll cover this up. And here we have Rajas upright. Okay. Now pile number 2, something is going to get revealed to you. Okay. Something that was hidden is going to get revealed to you. Now this could be around your hidden enemies or some kind of deception that happened behind your back that led to you being surrounded by blockages and not being able to move forward in your life, or experiencing rejections, delays, going through breakups, or, you know, disappointment in almost every area of life. Or there's another message that I'm getting is where I feel for some of you that you have been deceiving your own self without even realizing that you have been deceiving yourself, and this is what's going to get revealed to you. Okay, the problem is in your actions, even if your actions have been unintentional, and those actions have been actually creating obstacles and delays in your life. So now you got to see which part of this reading fits with your story and take the messages accordingly. But there is this energy of you moving on from something that was keeping you in the dark, or that was deceiving you knowingly or unknowingly. Alright? And you not just have the blessings of Shiv Shakti, you also have the blessings of Ganpati Bappa with you. And Ganpati Bappa is actively working to remove those roadblocks and obstacles that you have been surrounded by for quite some time. I don't know if you're someone who keeps Ganpati Bappa during that entire period of, Ganesh Chaturthi and all. But I strongly feel that if you can, then you should this year. Okay? I think it's around the end of August. And if you're receiving this message before August, then you should definitely think over it. Of course, do it only if you feel called to it. Otherwise, you can simply visit a temple and say a thank you to Ganpati Bappa, because he has been really working very hard for you. This is what I can see at this point of time. Okay. And for some of you, I don't know why, but there's a slight warning that's there for you, where Ganpati Bappa is clearly telling you to be mindful of your actions. Okay? You might feel that you're doing things out of self-love, or you're just doing it for yourself and it's harmless because you're not kind of doing dirty to anybody else, but you might be harming yourself without even knowing. And he's telling you to be mindful, because he's not just watching, but he's also trying to stop you from doing something that's not good for you. Again, I don't know who this message is for, because before I began giving this message, my ring light went off. Okay? So I am kind of correlating it with the energy of darkness. Okay? I'm correlating it with that energy of uncertainty. So you're clearly being asked to not become your worst enemy. I don't know if someone has some kind of addictions and some unhealthy patterns. If at all this is fitting your story pile number 2, even if it's just one person who's able to resonate with it, be mindful. Okay? I actually divided this reading into 3 sections. Any which way, option 1, 2, 3, whatever fits your story, take that. And now we are progressing towards a more general overview. Okay, pile number 2. Now here Shiv Shakti is telling you, or rather is reassuring you, that you are absolutely on the right path. Okay, you are on the right path. You are walking towards your higher purpose, and you're being asked to not doubt yourself. This is not the time for you to doubt yourself in regards to your soul purpose or your soul path. Okay? Because if you are someone who wants to be a healer, if you're someone who wants to be a tarot reader, an astrologer, a numerologist, or a Reiki healer, someone who wants to be a life coach, or anything around the spiritual world, okay, or the healing industry, then Shiv Shakti is clearly telling you that you're meant for this. You are meant for this. Do not doubt yourself, because you're the chosen one. You have been chosen to walk this path of truth and authenticity. Do not let your fears get in the way. Okay, so that self-deceptive energy that I tapped into can very well revolve around self-sabotage. That you know what your potential is, you know what you're supposed to do, still you're doubting yourself, still you're becoming your biggest blockage, still you're letting your fears get the best of you, because of which, even in spite of so much of support from not just Shiv Shakti but also Ganpati Bappa, you are choosing to stay stuck, you're choosing to doubt yourself, you're choosing to sell yourself short. If that's the case, do not do that. Do not do that. Because you are in for a lot of abundance and prosperity if you follow this path, because it's in alignment with what your soul has already signed up for. And the moment you're going to start walking this path, pile number 2, you're going to feel aligned. You're going to feel as if, you are satisfied in life. After a very long time, you're going to feel satisfied mentally, emotionally, spiritually, materially. It's all going to flow for you. That balance is going to be there. And if you already are someone who is in this healing industry, then this is an added confirmation or a nod from Shiv Shakti that you are on the right path, and you got to continue doing this, because you're going to blossom, you're going to bloom, you're going to grow, you're going to make a huge name for yourself. You're not here for commercial fame. You're here to help souls. You're here to help people. You are here to make other souls understand their power, so that they can operate out of their power and continue this cycle by giving away whatever they are learning from their journey. This is how, we are going to collectively raise the vibrations of this planet, and you have been chosen. You have been chosen for this. Okay? If you recently broke up with someone, then I strongly feel that this is not the end of your story with this person. I don't know what all you went through or who this message is for, but I know that this is definitely for someone. If you want to reconcile with a person from your past, there is a possibility for that to happen. The timing might not be right, or the timing is not now. When the timing is, I don't know. But the message that I'm able to channel for you is that this is not the end of your story. There is a possibility of reconciliation that is going to happen in this lifetime. Okay? Of course, your free will and the free will of the other person is involved, but intuitively I feel this is going to happen. And the feminine in this connection is going to lead to pushing the masculine energetically to step up. Because I strongly feel is that the feminine is more intuitive, more aware as compared to the masculine, and the more the feminine is going to fall in love with herself and choose herself, the better it is going to be for this connection, because the masculine needs to go through certain learnings and lessons at this given point. Shiv Shakti is asking you to trust yourself, to trust your inner knowing. If you can feel it in your gut, then you're feeling it for a reason. Do not be on the lookout for validation outside of yourself. Yes, life has been really difficult for you, okay? Things have been challenging, because the kind of purpose that you have, pile number 2, it's not easy. It's not easy, and unless you will go through pain, you will never be able to understand the pain of others. And that is why the life of a healer is like that. Okay? Because you're choosing to not inflict the same pain onto somebody else that you had to go through. You are transmuting that pain into love, or into guidance, into wisdom, into power. And you're putting that energy out in the universe. And that is what you're here for. Okay? Shiv Shakti wants to tell you that there's nothing in this life that you cannot achieve. So stop doubting yourself, stop doubting your abilities. You need to have a stronger sadhana, I'd say, or you need to spend more time in meditation or in doing nam jap or in just connecting with that energy of Shiv Shakti so that you get that grounding force on a daily basis. If you can do yoga regularly, please do it, because the more grounded you're going to be, the less you're going to doubt your instincts. All right? Shiv Shakti is telling you that the answers that you're seeking outside of yourself are the answers that lie within. If you want clarity out of life, clarity is right around the corner, provided you are aware and you're open to receiving that guidance, to receiving that clarity, something that's coming to you via multiple sources, via multiple streams. Are you open? Are you willing to receive? Because if you're going to be closed off and you'll be expecting help, then you will be missing out on the help that's already, around you. Okay? Your third eye is getting activated. Okay? Whatever blockages were there around your third eye, the blockages are getting removed. Your third eye is getting activated, and your intuition in the next 30 days is going to be at an all-time high. You're going to receive a lot of messages. You will be channeling left, right, and center. Even while sitting and eating food, you will get a random message out of nowhere. Even if it doesn't make sense, my advice would be for you to write it down. If you want to share it with your community, please feel free to share it with your community, because that's the way in which the energy of Shiv Shakti will be talking to you. Okay? And you are here for a bigger reason. You have been chosen. So when you are someone who's chosen, you'll constantly receive guidance, you'll constantly receive messages. Now it depends on what level of receptivity you are on. Okay? So here Shiv Shakti is clearly telling you that the more time you're going to invest in developing your gift of intuition, or the more time that you're going to spend with yourself, the more guidance and the more messages you're going to receive, the more you're going to work on this craft, on this gift that you're blessed with, the better it's going to work for you. It's like a muscle. Okay, the more you work on it, the stronger it gets. Right? So include activities in your life that support what you are here to do. Shiv Shakti is telling you that you are stepping into a very action-oriented energy, and I also see the energy of Goddess Durga for you. A lot of gods and goddesses are showing up in your reading. Either you're someone who is very spiritual, very religious, or you have a close connect with all these gods and goddesses. Because now I can clearly channel the energy of Goddess Durga, and I'm also recording this video in this period of Gupt Navratri. So I strongly feel that Goddess Durga is closely working with you. Even if you're listening to this reading, say in the month of September or December, still, whenever you're listening to this reading, the energy of Goddess Durga is also connecting with you. That's the whole beauty of Shiv Shakti. That's the whole beauty of the masculine and the feminine energies. And you're beautifully surrounded by these high vibrational energies. They're closely working with you. They're clearly telling you that, you know what, life is about to speed up. Okay, you're going to come in that action-oriented energy. If life has been really slow, very dull, and if you felt that, nothing is working out and everything is so slow, etc., etc., it's going to speed up. And you're being prepared through this reading to kind of buckle up, because you're going to be really busy in the upcoming months, I strongly feel. There's going to be a lot of traffic. There's going to be a lot that's going to be on your plate in regards to, your career, your life, your health goals. It's like when life slowed down, all aspects of your life slowed down. And now when life is going to pick up, all aspects of your life are going to pick up. So you will be on your toes. And then there comes a possibility of you feeling that energy of burnout, or feeling that, you're all about all work and no play. And here that feminine energy is stepping up, the energy of goddess Durga, and is telling you that, you know what, take out those 15 minutes to sing out loud. Take out those 20 minutes to do your yoga. Take out those 10 minutes to just do a quick dance. Take out time for yourself. Take out time to do something that you really love, so that you can cater to that feminine within. If you don't want to do anything, just take a walk on your terrace, or look at the sky, look at the stars, look at the moon. It's simply free therapy, pile number 2. But you got to have that balanced energy and approach, regardless of how busy your life is going to get in the near future. This is what goddess Durga is telling you, because the fire within you is not just about to be ignited, it's just going to dance, okay? And the moment it starts dancing, then it's just going to be so focused and so, I'd say, swift, that it might get the best of you. Yes, you're going to be passionate. Yes, you're going to be action oriented. Yes, the universe will be blessing you left, right, and center. Yes, you're going to achieve a lot many things in your life in the near future, but you got to balance that out, okay? Rest, sleep, recuperate, take regular breaks. Don't compromise on your downtime, on your me time. No matter how much money you're making, it is okay, because that's going to act like a fuel. Because even if you're burning, when the fuel is going to be over, then the flame is going to come down. But if you got to keep that flame intact, you got to keep the fuel as well, right? And your fuel is your rest. Your fuel is you spending time in doing things that bring peace and calm to your soul. Okay, so instead of succeeding temporarily, let's focus on lifetime success and the success and the growth of the soul as well. And that's only going to happen when you will water yourself. Because if you are someone who is a healer, unless you have it in you, unless your well is full, how will you pour into somebody else, right? So that well, you got to take care of that well. That's a very precious well for you. So no matter how many bookings you get, how many clients you get, how much money you get, you got to choose yourself when you got to choose yourself. If you're someone who wants to work 6 days a week and take a Sunday off, please do it. Please absolutely do it. Because the more you're going to cater to the feminine within you, the more energy the masculine within you is going to get. And the more you're going to just energize the masculine and operate out of your masculinity regardless of your gender, the more impact it's going to have on the flow of life. Because what is the feminine energy? Feminine energy is flow. And we got to keep things flowing in our life, right? We don't want force, we want flow. And that flow is only going to come via the feminine. So channelize these two energies and make sure that you're maintaining that balance, because you're absolutely supremely blessed, pile number 2. You've the energy of Shiva, you have the energy of Durga ji, you have the energy of Ganpati Bappa. I mean, beautiful. Beautiful is what I'd say, right? This is a very beautiful reading, yeah, pile number 2. And your eyes, your gaze, there's something about that also. You will be able to see through people, let me tell you that. In the next couple of months, especially the next 9 months, you will be able to see through people left, right, and center. Even if you don't know the whole story, it's just that you'll get that inkling that, you know what, something's not right. You know, this person is lying, or this person is planning to betray me, this person is going to do something, or this person lied to me. Even if I don't have all the facts, but I know that this happened. It's your intuition, it's your gift, and nobody will be able to escape your gaze, is what I feel. So use this gift wisely and use it for yourself and also for the planet, for raising the vibrations of this planet. Okay? So as of now, this is what I have for you, pile number 2. I hope you liked your reading. If you did, please do like, share, comment, and subscribe. Turn the notification bell on so that whenever I post next, you get notified. If you'd like to book a private reading with me, you can do that via Instagram and email. The details for both is in my description box below. I'll catch up with you in the next reading. See ya! Hi, pal number 3. Welcome to your reading. So let's figure out what messages we have for you from Shiv Shakti. Eight of Wands upright, Eight of Pentacles upright, Six of Wands upright, the third eye that says see through the illusion. Then we have reclaim joy, Swadhyaya, and here we have Tapas in reverse. Now pile number 3, if you were confused between pile number 2 and 3, then you can go back to pile number 2 as well, because you might have certain messages over there. There's a bit of similarity between pile 2 and 3, I'd say. Okay. Now here, pile number 3, with you what I feel is that you're about to be blessed, okay? You're about to be blessed with a good news, with a glow up, with some kind of achievement. And this is something that you have been feeling stuck in for the last 8 years. Now, this could even be a legal battle for some of you. I don't know why. It could be a divorce case. It could be any other court case for that matter. Or it could simply be you working towards something for the last 8 years, or you feeling stuck in your life for the last 8 years. But all of a sudden, within the next 8 days of you listening to this reading, there is some kind of good news that's going to knock at your door. I know that I'm giving you a very short time frame, but this is what I'm hearing for you. That within the next 6 to 8 days, you're about to receive some kind of good news that's really going to bring a huge smile on your face. Okay? Something is going to work out in your favor. You're going to be on top, or you're going to achieve something, you're going to receive some kind of recognition, or something is going to go in your favor where all eyes are going to be on you. You're going to become that center of attention. You're going to receive a lot of attention from people. Maybe for some of you, this could even be you going viral on social media. I don't know why, but I am able to channel this message that maybe it talks about something happening overnight for you. Whatever the case be, there is some level of success and you coming in the limelight, or you achieving or receiving something, probably a good news, an award, a reward, whatever it is, a lottery. It can be anything. It can be anything, but I do see you coming out on top and feeling like you're on top of the world. Victory is the word that I can hear at this point of time. So this could even be you receiving a good news via call or an email that, you know, you got a particular job, or you've been promoted, or you have, you know, been selected in a particular college. It can be in any area of your life, yeah, but just understand that there is some kind of good news that's surely and very soon knocking at your door. Okay, the number 8 is very significant for you, for your journey. Okay, life has been slow, or life has tested you a lot. Yes, life has tested you a lot. You've been tested time and again, is what I get. You had to be really patient. Maybe, you're highly ruled by Saturn, or you were in your Saturn Mahadasha, or 𝙀𝙀𝙀𝙀, or there is some correlation with the planet Saturn that I can intuitively channel for you. Whatever the case be, by the time you reach the next full moon, or the next 6 to 8 days, or 8 to 10 days, I'm not giving you a date for the full moon, because everyone is going to watch this reading, in a different timeline. So whenever there's a full moon approaching, after you listen to this reading, is the time period that is going to be very significant for you to receive this kind of news. Okay, now Shiv Shakti is clearly telling you through this reading that your whole reality is about to change. Shiv Shakti is finally showing you the truth of every single thing, person, situation in your life. Whatever illusions you were surrounded by till now, all those illusions are going to be removed from your life, because you, my love, are about to go through a spiritual awakening very soon. Okay? You're going to realize a lot many things about yourself, about your life. So you might lose out on friends, you might lose out on relationships, you might feel that you are all alone, your friends are just running in the opposite direction, they are leaving you, your family is not supporting you, and people who really wanted to love you, there's a possibility that you rejected those people. I am getting that energy around someone being rejected, or someone rejecting somebody because they were so confused in their life. Now, whatever the case be, but you've either already experienced this energy, or you're about to experience this energy. And Shiv Shakti is telling you that all of this is happening for you to understand that there's nobody except for God, except for Shiv Shakti. Okay? Everything else in your life is temporary. And a part of you might feel that, what, I always thought that XYZ is a true friend, and look at him or her now. They backstabbed me without even thinking once, and I did so much for them. And that's just the way in which the universe works. The universe and this energy of Shiv Shakti, all of it is here to show you that you are here to not chase illusions. You are here to work on your soul. You're here to do soul work. You're here to understand what the purpose of your life is, and then walk that path of dharma. And by dharma, I'm not talking about anything religious. I'm talking about you walking towards your spiritual path, towards your purpose in this lifetime, towards what you're here to do in this lifetime. Right? And if you don't know, if you're someone who doesn't know what your purpose is, then the easiest way for you to find your purpose is to do something that you really love and enjoy. Forget about the money, forget about the stability, give it a try. And when you'll give it a try, if it is in alignment with what you're meant to do, gradually things will start working out for you. If you're failing at one thing, it's okay. Try something else, then try something else, then try something else. After a couple of years, you might realize that, oh my God, this is not what I want to do. Now I want to do something else. Please do it. But just don't put yourself in a box. Never do this. Never ever put yourself in a box or tell yourself that this is only what I got to do. Try, experiment. Forget about who's gonna say. This is just one life. Your soul has chosen to come over here. So you are not just here to live by the clock. Okay? Shiv Shakti wants you to understand that the truth of life is not what the society has taught you. It's not waking up in the morning and doing your chores and then fulfilling your responsibilities and going to sleep at night. Yes, that is important. But you have a responsibility towards your own self as well. Okay? What are you doing for your soul on a daily basis? Are you doing anything? If you're doing something, good, continue with that. But if you're not doing it, then now is the time period that you're going to realize everything that you've been running away from all this time. Because whoever you are, you have a wounded inner child. Okay? Your childhood could have been very difficult. You might be someone who's very misunderstood. Okay? You might not have a lot of support, and even if you have, either right now or in the near future, you're going to feel very lonely. And that is when maybe you're going to shift onto this bhakti marg. That is when you're going to move closer towards God, because then you will realize that there's nothing that you can control, and you need somebody in your life to give you that strength, and that strength is going to come from God and nobody else. Trust me on that. Been through it, done it all. That's why I can clearly tell you, because I see you walking down that path. I see you walking closer towards God. Okay? Shiv Shakti is asking you to spend more time in spoiling yourself in ways where you're not being limited by the expectations of the world. Okay? Your inner child needs freedom. And freedom is not something, the kind of freedom that you are thinking. This freedom is around you living your life by doing everything that you enjoyed when you were a little boy or a little girl. So this could be painting, this could be singing, this could be dancing, this could be writing, this could be composing music, this could be anything. This could be anything for that matter. So whatever you used to enjoy or whatever you wanted to be, while growing up, we all tell ourselves that, when I will reach this particular age, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. But then certain things happen, situations change, life throws curveballs, and we are pushed to choose something different, right? But now here, Shiv Shakti is clearly telling you to choose everything that brings you joy. Because when you will cater to your inner child is when you will start to blossom, is when you will start gaining clarity in regards to why you are here, what you're supposed to do in your life, what is going to bring you maximum happiness. And trust me, you will not be able to figure out unless you try. So if you think that everything is going to flow to you magically, no, unless you're going to try, you will not be able to understand what actually works for you, right? So the example that I gave before, try and see, because if it's in alignment with you, then things are going to fall in place and it's simply going to start working out for you. Do not live a very mechanical life is what Shiv Shakti is telling you, because you're not here to live a mechanical life, pile number 3. Okay? In the upcoming days, your intuition will be at an all-time high. And this thing I have received as a collective message also, I strongly feel, where I intuitively am getting this nudge to tell everybody that do not ignore your intuition, because the messages that you're going to receive intuitively out of nowhere are going to be very precious messages, not just for you but also somebody else. Okay, Shiv Shakti is clearly bringing you closer towards their energy. Okay, you're coming closer to them, and you'll be able to come even more close when you will get to know who you are. Okay, so Shiv Shakti is clearly asking you to spend time with yourself and dig deeper into who you are as a person. Because when Shiv Shakti is going to put you in this energy of removing illusions, then you automatically will be in a very uncomfortable space, because you're not used to being in your own energy, or you're not used to a lot of self-reflection. And now this is going to happen. There's a lot that is within you. You don't know what you're carrying from your past life. You don't know till now what gifts you already have. What were you doing in your past life? What role you played? Were you a teacher? Were you a mentor in your past life? Okay, were you into this spiritual world? Were you working towards raising the vibrations of this planet? Okay, you don't know the energy that you're carrying from there. But in your case, what I strongly feel is that the more you're going to go inward, the more your focus is going to shift towards your own consciousness, the more answers you're going to get. And the month of July and August is very significant for you to go through this entire process, especially this period of Savan that we are entering into. Okay, this is going to be very, very, very significant for you, pile number 3. You're going to get so many answers, and you're also going to get a lot of clarity in regards to your entire existence. Whatever answers you've been on the lookout for, all those answers are going to come, especially if you will choose to go inward. So do not run away from this uncomfortable silence that life is going to bring into your life, because this is the only, I'd say, opportunity for you where you'll be able to understand the core and the crux of who you are and what you want out of yourself and what you want out of your life, without even trying to figure that out. It's naturally going to happen. Okay, so spend time with yourself, be in stillness, sit with yourself, talk to yourself. If you're going out for a walk in nature, do not carry your phone, or do not listen to music. Just be with yourself. Be with yourself without any distraction, because that is the medicine to what you are on the lookout for. Okay, do not depend so much on, I'd say, the stimulation of the noise of the outside world. That could be social media, that could be any kind of substance, that could be you numbing your pain by drinking, by smoking, or by doing anything else. It could be any kind of addiction, by overeating. It could be just anything for that matter. So don't do that. You got to choose a higher road for yourself. And the more sattvic of a diet you can have, especially for the next 30 days, the better, because you already are going through, or will be going through, this process of your third eye getting awakened, right? So the clearer your system is, the better you will be able to process the beautiful energies that you're about to step into. Okay? And Shiv Shakti also wants you to bring discipline to your life. And when I say discipline, I don't just mean that, you're waking up at 5 in the morning and then drinking your herbal tea, doing your yoga and writing in your journal, then working out and taking care of whatever chores you got to do. That is a part of discipline. But over here, for everyone, it's going to be different. Are you catering to yourself? Are you working towards taking care of yourself in this entire process of your life falling apart, or you not knowing where you want to go, what you want to do, your entire reality crashing down? In this entire process, are you being disciplined towards your own self, towards being gentle with your own self, is the question that you need to ask yourself. Because discipline doesn't just exist in ways where, we are in that action oriented energy, we are catering to that masculine energy by doing more. Discipline also exists in that feminine zone where we are self-reflecting, where we are taking a step back, where we are coming in the receiving energy, where we are allowing others to help us, where we are allowing ourselves to break, to cry, to be shattered, and to be absolutely okay and unapologetic with us crashing down. So it's a phase or a zone of non-judgment that you got to be in, especially towards yourself, because a lot of emotional and spiritual changes are going to happen in your life, and this entire process you might feel as if this is not for you, or you are weak for feeling the way you're feeling. Here it's not about weakness, here it's about your strength, and true strength lies in you being absolutely okay in being miserable and vulnerable and not knowing what you are supposed to do. It's okay. It's absolutely okay to be messy. It's absolutely okay to be all over the place. It's absolutely okay to allow God to kind of take the reins of your life in his or her hands, so that they can then guide you. That, you know what, this is what you got to do. And when God is going to guide you, it's not that God is directly going to come and give you a message. You might receive a message from your own intuition, or you might receive a message via a tarot reading, via maybe somebody in your family, or a house help for that matter. God is only going to use people as instruments, and God will be using those people to deliver you the messages that you need to hear, so that you receive the guidance that God wants to give you, so that you are able to make the most of what your soul wants, what is going to bring your soul the maximum happiness and satisfaction, so that you can work towards what you're actually here for. Okay? And this is what Shiv Shakti wants you to know. Shiv Shakti wants you to become the most liberated and free version of yourself, and be as messy and as childlike as possible. Jump in the puddles, dance in the rain, sing as badly as you can, dance or paint, craft. If you're good at it, very good. If you're not good at it, but you really find joy in it, then too, do it. Do experiment, see where life takes you, and you will get the answers. But unless you try, the answers are not going to come. The answers are only going to come when you will continue doing something. Okay? So with this, we come to the end of your reading, pile number 3. I hope you liked your reading. If you did, please do like, share, comment and subscribe. Turn the notification bell on so that whenever I post next, you get notified. If you'd like to book a private reading with me, you can do that via Instagram and email. The details for both is in my description box below. I'll catch up with you in the next reading. See ya!